Hey guys, and welcome to SHAY'S Stocks. I am in bed again. Yes, I spent a lot of time in bed napping. I'm a bit pale today, not looking the best, but I've got some good news. Not good stock news because the stocks haven't opened yet, but they will be open in less than 2 hours, so I'm quite excited. We've got a couple of new investors, which is awesome. Won't mention names, but 500 quid is added to the kitty, which is going straight on SOFI. I'm not even going to overthink it. 27 bucks. Stick it on, regardless of whether it goes up or down. If I'm 100% sure, which you never can be, but if I'm convinced it's going to be over $30 by year end, then if it goes down to 25 today, I'm not going to beat myself up too much that I didn't wait for it to go down, because as easily it could just spring up to 29.30. I think there'll be action on it today because the weekend's been a few videos gone out from YouTubers, influencers, whoever. Generally they think that SoFi drawing down on their shares to get 1.5 billion in cash is a positive move. I agree. They're going to use it to develop, to grow, maybe acquire things, or just have the cash sitting there to loan and make money from. Either way, it's a good move. So, you don't have these companies who are relatively small now without ambition doing well. These guys have ambition. In order to fulfill that ambition, they're going to need a wodge of cash. So that's why they're doing it. So in my eyes, that's a no-brainer. I also had another mate come in, 50 quid. I was thinking, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to sit on it for a day or two, but I am watching another drone company. I think it's very early doors for them, Xanatech. $3.50 a share. If that drops down to $3.18, which is the lowest it's been in a long time, then I'll whack the 50 quid on there and see what happens with it. Because that's another one, it might take them 6 months or 12 months to really get going, and who's to say they're really going to fly. But at $3, you can afford for it to go up a bit, down a bit. Even if it goes down to 1 for a while, you've got 50 quid on it. And then you just wait and see, maybe it explodes one day and you really cream it in. So, yeah, there you go. So that's all my plans for today. I no longer have to shift money out of Meta, which I was going to do. I was going to take 500 from Meta to put into SoFi. I am not doing that now. I'm just going to keep the money maker in there, the money printer, which is Meta, albeit relatively slow money. It's been in there a month. It's gone up 150. That's fine. Love it. Steady, and it's going to go down just as steadily if there are any market issues. So that's all good. ONDAS is just over $9. There was a 1% pre-market boost for whatever reason. I know that could go down just as easily, but in my head now with ONDAS, I'm not dumping that position. If it for any reason dumped down to about $6 I may end up moving SoFi money into it because I'm that confident with it in the long term. If I can lower my cost average by moving some cash over from Meta or from SoFi, then that is what I will do. But today's plan, and I like making these videos and putting it on there so that, I stick to it. I could be quite reactive. The market might move and my natural instinct is to react to it, and I could easily be a panic seller and end up costing myself a bunch of money. That's not the plan going forward. The plan is to sit on my hands during the day, have a plan for that day. The next time I am considering potentially selling will be when the interest rate cuts in the States are mentioned. So I'll be watching it on TV. I'll have the app open on my phone, and if they say the interest rates will not be cut, I am insta selling everything, guys. Not saying you should. People with long-term big positions probably don't need to, but in my boat, if a really, the market reacts really badly to news like that, then that could really, really damage my stack. And this is kind of like poker, you know, if your stack gets too small, you can't do a lot of damage. So I can't allow for that to happen. There's a couple of catalysts that could cause a big market crash. US not reducing interest rates is one, and the other one would be quarterly earnings next quarter for AI companies. If they do not produce, then that backs up the old rhetoric that it's an AI bubble, that it's a lot of hype, and then the markets react badly again. So other than those two main events, I do not plan on selling my positions, but I am happy to move from one position to another if I feel like I'm getting value. Like I said the other day with my Meta shares, even if they go up substantially, I've only got 3 of them. You stand to make what you make. It's not a huge amount, but if I put the same amount of money into ONDAS, for example, and it goes up, you make substantially more money. So yeah, for now, very happy. Got my extra investment today. I don't need to detract from my good positions, and that is a plus. So yeah, about an hour and 40 minutes till market open. I'm buzzing to see what happens. I'm not going to freak out if it drops. I don't think we're going to have massive movement today. A little bit green, I think it will go up steadily. I don't think I can think of any reason why there would be a massive market move today, unless something happens that I'm unaware of, which could happen. Like last week when we had Microsoft release some news about maybe not investing so heavily in AI, which was completely wrong. They countered it straight away, but the whole of the Nasdaq took a 2% dive. So yeah, that can happen, but it bounced straight back up. So it's not worried about little swings like that. I simply got to look at the bigger picture. So I have my plan. If by the end of the day I haven't stuck to it and it goes wrong, I'll be very mad with myself. So this is the end of video 3. On the 3rd day of taking videos, I've done one a day. I was thinking it might only be one a month, but they're very short. I haven't got a lot to say. I'm learning as I go, and I'm hoping one day, maybe a year from now, instead of me sitting in my bed feeling rough, I will be sitting at a desk with a nice computer with graphs and spreadsheets and a portfolio that I can show you guys, and it all began here. That would be really good. Thanks everyone for supporting me in my efforts, for contributing the cash and allowing me to hopefully make you some money down the line. Really appreciate it, the faith that you've put in me, and I hope to fully repay it many times over. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. May do another one this evening if it's a particularly good or a particularly bad day. But otherwise, I'll probably wait till tomorrow. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. SHAY'S Stocks. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.